Greetings, Brian Jones here. This is the first of a set of many annotated slide videos that I'm going to post. Here's what I have done basically with the course. Typically, we would meet in the lecture section in Johnson Hall 222 3 times a week, but I've taken those lecture sessions that we would do and I've broken them into 3 parts. And one is things which are basically just information, things that you could get from static slides. I'm going to do that as slide videos. Okay, so the slide videos like this one right here, I'm going to annotate as I go. I'm going to talk them over. You can look at these at your leisure. That's one piece of the puzzle. Another piece is I'm going to do a bunch of stuff which is demonstrations and things like that. Those really don't translate to a static presentation very well. I'm going to have people make predictions, have people do activities, get people involved. That is what we're going to do at our Monday, Wednesday in-person sessions, okay, those sorts of things. Now the third thing I would typically do in class, what I would be doing, having you do problem solving. I would be showing you how to solve problems and giving you an opportunity to learn how to solve problems. That is going to turn into our Friday sessions, which are going to be synchronous, but we're going to do them online, okay? So that is what has happened to the traditional traditional Physics 121 class, is we've broken into 3 pieces, and this piece is the annotated slide videos. It's just pure information. And I'm going to post about 3 of these per week, and my plan is that the total time for them won't be more than 1 class. It should be 50 minutes or less. And so we got 50 minutes or less for your informational slides. We've got a 50-minute class Monday, Wednesday in person, and you come Monday or Wednesday, as you know, and then a 50-minute session on Friday. And so it's the same amount of time. We're just doing it in 3 different modalities. Okay, lots of words. Let's move on to the topic of today. And in each one of these annotated slide videos, I'm going to go over a topic. And today's topic is basically the syllabus. Now, you can read the syllabus online, but there's a couple of points that I want to emphasize. And I want to make sure that everybody understands and everybody appreciates. And so I'm going to present those here. Now first, I want to talk about the philosophy of the course, and this is really, really important. I want you to know what motivates me, So let's talk about the course philosophy, and I have boiled it down to 4 words, and one is wonder. Okay, wonder. The world is an amazing place, and I don't want to lose sight of that in the diagrams and equations as we go along. The world is amazing. You're going to learn phenomenal things. I want to change the way you look at the world, and I want you to view it with an enhanced sense of wonder. Also, respect. I promise to treat you with the respect that you deserve, and I will ask you to treat your fellow students that way as well. If we all treat each other with respect, this will make a much better experience for all of us. The third one, and this is perhaps the most important, is grit, okay? Now, I want you to know this. Physics is a challenging subject. When I was in college, the first physics course I took was the hardest course I ever took in my entire life. And I mean that. I struggled mightily with it. It was a hard subject for me. There was a lot of struggle. There was a lot of late nights. But here's the thing. The struggle just meant that I was trying to learn something which is really, really challenging. But I had what it took, and you have what it takes, okay? Everybody in this whole class has what it takes to succeed in this class. To be able to succeed, all you have to do is be willing to work. And that's where the grit comes in. The grit is you persist. When you get something wrong, you take it as a challenge and you work with us to continue to improve. Okay? And so I want to tell you, this is a challenging subject, but you have what it takes. All we need you to do is keep working, and we will work with you. Me, the GTAs, the learning assistants, we are here to help you make progress. We are here to help. We're not here to judge you. We are here to help you learn this challenging material. And so you will be working hard, but you won't be working alone. And you will succeed if you are willing to put in the time. I believe that 100%. My goal in this class, I want everyone in the class to get an A. I want 100% of you to pass this course with an A. I mean that. There is no curve that I'm forcing you to fit. I want you all to succeed, and I want as many of you possible to reach that threshold. That is my goal. And that is partially because of this fourth word here, and that's love. And I decided a few years ago to start using this word. It's a strong word, but it's a word I mean. I love what I do. I love the students I get a chance to work with. I do this out of a sense of love. And because of that, I want you all to succeed. That is what I'm shooting for in this class. Now let's talk about the text for the course. Okay, the text for the course. And the text for the course is College Physics. That's the title of the textbook. And the authors are Knight and Jones and Field. I am the Jones, okay, in this author team. So it's no surprise that this book is a really, really good match for how I teach the course. And my goal in making this textbook was not to earn a lot of money. My goal was to get a really, really good book to teach this class that I've been teaching for 20 plus years. And as I was working on it, I conferred with students all the time. My goal was to let the student have a voice in this whole process, to say, what do you need in this book? Like, I honestly, I just want the book to serve your needs. That is what I wanted, and so I made sure it did that. I think it's a really, really good book, and I know 100% what's in it. I will assign readings from the text. I will expect you to have read them. What I do in class won't duplicate what's in the book. It will complement what's in the text. I'm assuming that you have read and digested the lessons of the text. Homework assignments will be from the text. I'm going to expect you to have read through all the material, done the examples, use all the supplementary materials, etc., etc., etc. Now, I feel bad about asking you to purchase an expensive piece of, instructional materials, because I know money is tight for students. It absolutely was for me. But so what I've done is I've worked with the bookstore and with Pearson to get the best possible deal. You have this inclusive access package, and it will be everything you need for Physics 121 and Physics 122 should you go on to take it. It's a full year of everything you need for a 5-credit course, and that is a pretty good deal. Now, what you're going to get is there's an e-text, and you're going to access that through Canvas, and that is live. You can start taking a look at it. You're going to have access to Mastering Physics. That's an online problem solving and study tool, and I will assign review exercises in Mastering Physics. It's a really, really good study tool, and I will assign things for you in Mastering Physics. But the other thing you get is this. Reading the e-text is terrible. Reading the paper copy of the book is really, really good. So we're going to give you a loose leaf paper copy of the textbook, and we'll also provide you a binder for the loose leaf copy of the text to live in. And you can pick up the copy of the text during the first week of class, and if you miss it during the first week of class, you can get it in your lab. We will get a loose leaf copy of the text in your hand. And now let's take a look. And this is kind of another philosophy associated with the course. Physics is learned by doing it. Okay, you have to do physics to learn physics. And so when we set up the different aspects of the course, we stress having you be active. Okay, we got lecture. So for the in-person lectures, you will be active. You will come ready to participate. And I will having you answering questions, I'll having you taking part, you will be active. We'll have the synchronous online sessions on Fridays. We want you to show up and get on to work. We are not presenting information. We will work with you as you're developing your problem solving strategies. You will be active. You have to be active. You can't learn physics by watching someone else do it. You've got to do it yourself. Problem sessions. We will have these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. All the times are posted on Canvas. You'll be working on homework assignments, and you're going to be doing this with the assistance of me and the learning assistants. Again, you are going to be active for this. In recitation, there are going to be synchronous online sessions. You're going to be working with a group under the guidance of a teaching assistant. What are you going to be doing? You're going to be solving problems. You are going to be active. And finally, in the laboratory section of the course, you are going to be doing experiments, taking measurements, making conclusions. You are going to be active. Every section of the course, we have you being active. We want you to come and we want you to work. We want you to be active. Now, here's the thing. You are going to get grades for all these different sections of the course, but I also believe that it's okay to make mistakes. When you're doing homework assignments, if you're doing a problem for the first time, you're quite possibly not going to do it 100% correctly. It is okay to make mistakes. You just take mistakes and say, I made a mistake. That is my challenge. What I'm going to do is see what mistake I made and how I can avoid making it in the future. Learn from your mistakes, improve, and move on. If you hand in a homework assignment and you get all the problems wrong, that's okay. That's okay. Then you just go look at the posted solutions. You work with the learning assistant who's working with you on the homework, and you figure out what you need to do better next time, because the whole point of doing homework is to learn how to do physics. And you're not going to get it right the first time. You're not going to get it right the first time. You need to be free to make mistakes. And so, if you look at the grading for the course, the grading that I'm going to do is different than what you've seen in other classes. All the work, except for the exams, are going to use effort-based grading, okay? And you can read about this in the syllabus, but basically it means this. If you do your homework assignment, you're doing your homework assignment, you do all the problems, you do all the steps, you get every single one of them incorrect, all your final answers are incorrect, what grade do you get? You get a 5 out of 5. Because we are looking at not your answers, we are looking at your effort. And if you're working hard, you get full points. Then we expect you to go back and say, I got all the problems wrong. That's not good. That's not going to help me when exam time comes. So go back and look at what did you do wrong? What could you do differently? And so if you are participating fully, hitting in your work, doing everything we ask you to do, and making steady improvement, you will continue to get 5 out of 5 points. You're going to get 5 out of 5s on the homework. You're going to get 5 out of 5s on the labs. You're going to get 5 out of 5 on the recitation quizzes, because we are rewarding you not for your performance, but for your effort. Because, and remember, this is the thing, you learn physics by doing physics, and it is okay, it is absolutely okay to make mistakes. But it's not okay to not try. So just go ahead and give it the old college try, put in the time, put in the effort, you will get full points. Now, here's an aside, and when I talk to colleagues about this, they say, doesn't that mean that students will stop working? And I have good data from the previous year. If I do this effort-based grading, does it mean students stop working? No, it does not. Students work harder because we are giving you a chance to improve, and most people take advantage of that. And so they're willing to kind of like do the work because you don't have to stress about your grade. Put in the work, you will get the grade. Now, exams are a different story. I do have to have some way to kind of assess what you're going to do. And so you will have tests, and we will be interested to see kind of like how you perform. But here's the thing. You don't have to get I'm going to put it in quotes here, the right answer. And the world is complicated. There is not necessarily a single right answer to the problems that we're going to solve. We're much more interested in your approach, your techniques. How do you approach a problem? How do you set it up? How do you carry through? If you know what you are doing, and you can show that through your work, you're going to get full points on any problem that you do. And so we're doing this so-called holistic grading. It's according to a rubric. And the rubric says we're going to look at your problem that you've written and say, yeah, this person knew what they were doing. They set it up correctly. They're using the right theory. Oh, they made a math error here. Math errors are not a big deal. They understood the physics. You can get full credit even if your answers are wrong. But you do have to know what you're doing, and you have to show us you know what you are doing, okay? So how do you get ready for taking tests? You get ready for taking tests by doing homework. That's your practice. You get ready for taking tests by doing recitation quizzes. You get ready by doing lab work. You basically practice, practice, practice. And then when it comes to exam time, you're practiced. You are ready to go, and you will be able to do okay. And if you're willing to put in the work on these other pieces, you will be able to do well on the exams. That is the goal. We are giving you the tools that you need to succeed in this class. And I have no interest in separating the class into people who can do physics and people who can't. What I want to see is everybody, 100% of the class can do physics. And I'm just going to help you get to the point where you can confidently come into a test and nail that thing and get a really, really good grade. That is my goal. Now, I want to bring up academic integrity here, okay? Because there's been a bunch of problems in recent years, particularly with people using online sources such as Chegg that provide complete solutions. I'm just going to kind of like tell you this straight up. If you're using Chegg, you are cheating. Do not use sources that provide complete worked out solutions. And here's the thing, there is no reason to do this. There is absolutely no reason, because you're going to work on the homework assignment, looking at someone else's work and copying it. That's not learning, that's copying. Do your own work. If you do your own work, you will get a 5 out of 5, as long as you're putting in the effort. And when you get to exam time, you'll be ready to take the exam. You need that practice. Do not use these sources, okay? Also, don't copy work from other people. That's the same thing. Don't copy. You have to do your own work. You need to learn to do this, okay? And don't put your name on work that you haven't completed. You need to do the work. The reason we're assigning this work is not because we want to make people work, because we want you to check boxes. We want you to do the work to learn. And if you're not doing the work, you're not learning. And if you're not learning, I'm not fulfilling my purpose as an instructor. Okay, now I want you to know this. I trust you. I 100% trust all of you to behave the way you know you should behave. And so if you do any of these different things, I will take it as a breach of that trust, and I get that really, really upsets me. And so I will report any and all violations of academic integrity to university authorities. It starts with I have a conversation with you, I report. So don't do it. Do not do it. That's the final lesson. I don't want to be hard on people, but I want you to learn to do your work, and I want you to learn to do it honestly. And we've laid out a thing. We reward you for your work, not for your answers. And so there is no reason to take shortcuts. And the shortcuts in the long run do not help you. So do the work. You'll get the points. Happy ending for everybody. Now here's a final note, okay? This course has about 450 students in it. There's about 450 of you. And all of you are going to be seeing basically the same course. Now, you all learn different ways. You all have different backgrounds. You have different life experiences. You have different strengths. I'm having to apply to all you 450 people a one-size-fits-all solution, and I feel bad about that. I want you to succeed, and for some of you, that means that things are going to be different. And especially now, right now, life is so complicated in this COVID time, okay? So the world is really, really complicated. I want you to reach out to me if there is anything that is complicating your lives, okay? If you have a disability that's complicating your studies, if you have life circumstances that are causing you trouble, if you're having difficulty with aspects of the course, you're having a conflict with a student, you just need someone to talk with, what I'm going to say is talk to me. I am always available to talk to students. It's going to be via Zoom. These days, it's going to be virtual, although there will be opportunities actually to meet me in person at the problem session. But I want you to talk to me. Let me know what's going on. I care about you deeply. I care about your success. I want you to succeed. And so this syllabus is a legalistic document that lays out certain aspects of the course, but I want you to know this is a crucial thing. I talked about the fact that what motivates me in this course is wonder, respect, grit, and love. I want you all to do well. I want you to go on to have successful, amazing lives. Anything I can do to help make that happen, I will. So talk to me. I am here, and I care. And with that, time to hit the trail. We are ready to get the course started. I'm going to have 2 more sets of annotated slide videos. So far, we've got about 19 minutes worth, and so I will keep the rest to less than 30 minutes. I will look forward to seeing you all in class in person on Monday or Wednesday, seeing you at the virtual problem sessions on Friday. Let's make this a good one, folks. Bye-bye.